My name is Kelsey and I'll be taking you through today's yoga flow. So first we're going to start in a kneeling position. We're going to take our hands and interlace our fingers. We're going to push away, arching our back and our spine, and then lifting the palms up to the sky. Gently release down. We're going to repeat this for a couple more times. So interlacing our palms, pushing away, arching our spine, lifting up and releasing our hands. Pushing away, rising up and releasing our hand. Repeat this a couple more times, warming up the spine, our shoulders, our back and our body. Now from here we're going to come into our tabletop position. So wrists under elbows, elbows under shoulders, keeping our hips stacked and aligned with our knees. We're going to do a couple of cat and cows, so dropping our belly, lifting our head up to the sky, exhale, arching our back, dropping our head down to the ground. Inhale, arching our back, dropping the belly, lifting up to the sky. Exhale, arching our back, letting our head hang low. Dropping the belly, feeling our head rise, lowering our head and arching our back. Repeat this a couple more times to gently warm up the spine. Waking up in the morning, feeling the energy and blood starting to circulate through the body. From here we're just going to sit our buttocks back to our heels, bring our knees out to the long edge of the mat and slowly come down into child's pose. This is just a nice stretch to re-engage, reevaluate, reflect on how you are feeling this morning or today whenever you are doing this practice. We're going to take our hands off to the left side, stretching up onto our right side for a couple of breaths. And then taking our hands to the right side, stretching all the way through our left side body. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. And then returning back to center. And on the next inhale, gently rise up to your tabletop, finding your alignment. Now we're going to tuck our toes and push our hips up to the sky, finding our downward facing dog. Making sure there's a nice bend in the knee and starting to walk the dog, so bending one knee while the other one is straight, stretching out our hamstrings, warming up the body. Go on our tippy toes and bending our knees, finding their alignment, adjusting and finding that grounding stability. And on the next inhale, gently walk yourself up to the top of the mat, finding a forward fold, Uttanasana, hanging heavy, making sure you're hinging for the hips and you have a nice bend in the knee, gently grabbing each opposite elbow and swaying from side to side. Gently releasing the lower back. And when you're ready, slowly rise up to the sky. Hands come above head, palms to center. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms to the ground, step your left foot back to low lunge, then rising up to crescent lunge. Finding that deep hip stretch. Spin your hands up to a T shape and finding that opening through the heart and twist onto the opposite side. Inhale, rising back up to center. Exhale, dropping the palms, stepping back into your high plank. Drop the knees and lowering down into baby cobra. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lowering down, tucking the toes, pushing the hips back up to the sky, finding your downward dog. Now inhale, Rise up to your tippy toes, look forward and gently walk to the top of the mat, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rising up all the way to standing, hands above head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, rising up, hands overhead. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, plant palms and step the right foot back into low lunge. Option to come to your knee if this is too intense. And then we're going to rise up into our crescent lunge. Inhaling, and then exhale, arms come to a T shape, opening up to the opposite side, feeling that twist and open through the chest. Inhale, rising back up to center. Exhale, folding forward, palms meet ground, stepping back into our high plank. And then we can drop down into chaturanga, up to baby cobra or downward facing dog, upward facing dog, then pushing back into downward facing dog. Finding your breath, finding your stability, stay here for a couple of breaths. Inhaling and exhaling, connecting, reconnecting. Then inhale, coming to our knees and dropping back to our heels. While in a seated position, we're going to take our palms and either come and place our palms on the lower back or on our elbows. We're going to do a slight back bend, lifting our chin up to the ceiling and feeling that nice stretch and opening through our chest, pulling our elbows back towards our shoulder blades and opening our chest, feeling that slight back bend. And on the inhale, coming back to center and then lowering down into full Valasana, child's pose, with our forehead touching the mat. On the next inhale, rising up and then coming to find a nice seated position. One leg is going to go out straight and one is going to tuck into our inner thigh. On the next inhale, we're going to lift our hands up and then fold forward into our forward bend. Inhaling and exhaling, making sure our toes are active. And then on the next inhale, rising back up, switching legs so the leg comes out in front, rising up to the sky, then exhale, folding forward. Inhaling and exhaling here, feeling the stretch. If needed, have a slight bend in the knee, making sure you're not hyperextending. And on the next inhale, gently rise up. Finding a nice easy pose, easy sit. Going to stay here for a moment, just reflect on how you feel. Maybe set an intention for the day, a sankalpa. Feeling into your body, what has changed, what is new, what can you bring to today? Hands come to Anjali Mudra at Palm Center. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I'm so grateful that you are here. I hope you have an amazing day. Namaste.